Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of review for the second official trailer we have for Game of Thrones Season 7. Hashtag winter is here. And if you have not seen it yet, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check it out. Brand new trailer, the second trailer we've had for Game of Thrones Season 7. I did a breakdown for the first trailer, so that's in the channel if you guys want to see. I've done my predictions for this season, death predictions for the season, which characters I think are going to be getting killed off, just all kinds of videos, and really getting geared up now because it's under 1 month to the premiere. We have about, let's say, like three and a half weeks at this point to the start of Game of Thrones. So I'm very excited for it, and this new kind of secondary trailer we have, it's a couple minutes long, and it's got pretty much all new footage, I want to say. Really cool trailer. So we start things off, we've got LittleFinger who's voicing over, telling someone, it's got Sansa there, so it's kind of like he's advising Sansa in the trailer. It may be somebody else in the actual episode, but it looks like he's kind of saying this to Sansa, and he tells her to fight every battle everywhere and always in your mind. So it'd be kind of cool if that is, you know, him kind of teaching Sansa how to kind of strategize and the way he's been able to survive all the way through Game of Thrones up until this point. Because if you look back to the first season, I mean, LittleFinger is in the thick of things at the beginning. He is, you know, at several times, I'd say, close to being killed by even Cersei at the beginning. The whole power is power, you know, and then even later on being right in the danger with Eddard and some of the others. You know, LittleFinger has done a really good job of kind of staying close, I want to say, staying close to the action without getting himself killed at the same time. So him kind of teaching Sansa to think like maybe a chess player or someone with advanced strategy and playing out all the different scenarios in your mind with every move you make and looking all the way down the line to see where, you know, those consequences are going to end up for the things you do. You know, he's just brilliant, and for a while he's kind of like one of my favorite villains for Game of Thrones. So I'm very excited to see, you know, what his place is going to be in the climax of the series with only 2 seasons left of the show. You know, how is he going to end up in the end, and is he going to survive all the way through? I would tend to think that he would, but will he kind of get overzealous and maybe try to take a little bit too much and then get himself into trouble? We'll see. So that's pretty cool. And we go from there. We've got Jon and the others at the wall. Looks like getting ready for the White Walkers to head in or get close. We've got Bran Stark, who appears to make it to the wall. You can see him right outside the wall. The wall is being raised so that he can get in. So that's pretty cool to hear that Bran's actually going to make it all the way there, because he was close for a while there. We saw the stuff with Hodor and Cold Hands and him, you know, almost getting killed on several occasions there, of course, over the series. So it's nice to see him finally make it back to the wall, and it'll be cool to see him reunited with Jon, should we see that, which it looks like we're probably going to. We've got Cersei at King's Landing and some different kind of shots of some different things happening at King's Landing, which it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they're going to be. We've got Daenerys walking around a table with some pieces. So speaking of kind of chess playing and you know, what you're going to do, what moves you're going to make, strategy. Her at Dragonstone, it looks like, with Tyrion most likely advising, so that's pretty cool. You've also got one of her pulling down one of the banners, so probably left over from Stannis. So Baratheon, you've got the flaming stag. She kind of pulls that down because, of course, she's home, so she's finally back to kind of reclaim her, you know, her territory in Westeros. We've got some character shots of Jaime. There's another one really cool too. He's like riding on horseback. Looks like he's getting ready to joust or something of the sort. Attacking. We've got Aryia, and then we've got LittleFinger in the shadows in the background, which is kind of cool, as you'd expect to see. We've got the dragons flying in, which is pretty cool. Then we've got a voiceover from Jon about the White Walkers. We've got crows flying with Bran possibly warging into one of them. The Night's King seeing him. We know he's able to see him through the things that he wargs to, so it doesn't really work to mask him being there. He knows he's there, which is pretty cool and pretty scary to see him kind of stare back at him, and it kind of takes him out of you know, where he's at that time. Eric Dondarrion, who looks really, really cool. He's got the he's got the flaming sword and everything like that. So he's a pretty cool character that we haven't seen much from in the last couple seasons. I want to say ever since the thing I remember most from him was when he gets into the battle with the Hound, which is pretty cool when he gets killed and brought back again by Thoros of Myr. So that's pretty cool, and it'd be cool to see him fight against the White Walkers. And there's some kind of fan theories going around right now that maybe because he was killed before, or he's been killed several times, that the White Walkers may not attack him because they may kind of he may have some kind of like because he's already been dead. Same with Jon Snow. It may be that they avoid him or something. So we'll see. Maybe we could touch on that. You guys can leave a comment below on what you think. But either way, he just looks super badass and he's ready to fight, which is cool. We can see a fleet of Greyjoy ships coming in. We've got Euron apparently joining the battle, going towards King's Landing, which is cool. And we've kind of predicted this since last year that he might partner with Cersei. So that's nothing new. I've given my thoughts on that quite a few times in the channel, and it looks like this doesn't confirm it 100%, but it looks like that's what we're seeing. It looks like, and he's got a lot of them too. Like the fleet is huge, so that's really cool. For him to kind of, because it's going to prop up Cersei's side to make it a more even battle. Of course, Daenerys has got the dragons, which is cool. You can see some shots of them flying in this one and kind of coming up to the camera. Eating your face as a viewer, right? Drogon. And it'll be cool to see Cersei get Euron's fleet, because then, they'll be much stronger on their side, and it'll be kind of a more even fight. Of course, it seems like Daenerys is going to win. I mean, I'm just saying. But this is Game of Thrones, so you never know, right? Then we've got tons of different action shots. The dragons up close. Jaime jousting against someone, don't know who, and all this kind of craziness that's going on. You've got the dragons flying and some Dothraki in there. You've got just all kinds of craziness to that part. And then we've got a voiceover at the end from Daenerys. When the snow falls and the white winds blow, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. Pretty cool. It's a pretty badass scene of Jon Snow, killing a White Walker or something, and he kind of just stands there like he's trap stand, huge, right? So that's kind of cool. So all in all, it's a really cool trailer. I enjoyed it a lot again, as I always do. You guys can write your comments below on different theories you want to propose based on the trailer. But man, I'm really excited for Game of Thrones season 7. I can't wait for it to start. It's unfortunate. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but hey, you know what? It should be an incredible final 2 seasons. From the look of the show, there doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of wasted time. It looks like it's going to be kind of straight to the point, giving us everything we need for each of our characters, as well as some amazing battle sequences and kind of the climax of the story and where it ends up. I have an idea of where I think they're going with it. As you guys can hear in the prediction videos, if you want to hear, where I think they're going to go with this. But this is the most unpredictable series of all time. So, granted, whatever predictions we have, you guys can write yours below. How do you think this is going to end? How do you think this is going to turn out? And we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, because you just never know until it's over with Game of Thrones for sure. If you guys like this quick review, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, appreciate your guys' support. Please don't forget to subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you soon.